Hi guys, welcome back. Now since my very first video I have been using the Klom picks from the 32-piece Klom pick set. The picks aren't brilliant, they're quite cheap, Chinese picks, but you know what, they've got me this far and they work and there's a good selection of them. So overall I've been quite happy with the pick set. Now there are a lot of extra picks that you don't need that come with the pick set, but you know, I don't really worry too much about that. Now this pick set originally would have cost probably £30 new. I think I got this reduced actually, and later on I also bought a plastic training lock. That would have cost £5 to £10. So overall I could have spent £40 on equipment, which is a lot of money for Chinese picks and a cheap Chinese padlock. And the prices of these Klom pick sets have not changed at all. They're still around £30. So when I was browsing on Amazon for locksmith tools, I was just curious to see what I could find. And when I scrolled past this, I was very surprised to see the price, and the price of this was actually £1, and I was just amazed. So for £1 you get the Klom 32-piece pick set and the plastic training lock, plus free delivery. Now I'm sure this was a mistake. It said it was reduced from £30 or something. I'm sure it was a mistake, but you know what, it may not have been, and I certainly pounced on it and got another Klom pick set, because the picks in my last one, they're mostly worn out and broken and whatnot. So I was all too eager to grab this chance while I still had it, and just as well I did grab it, because the very next day I went back to look at the post and it was gone. So I assume it was maybe a mistake, or maybe the seller was desperate to get rid of it. Now you probably also spot down here this. Now I got this today. Very reasonable price, about £8. A multi-lock interactive padlock, or very nice lock, very nice lock. I'm still trying to figure out how to pick it, but that's very nice, and one day I'll do a video on it. So I'm going to set that aside. I just want to show that to you. But this, let's open this up. Now this actually came in this ridiculous packaging here. I mean, this is so ridiculously strong that I don't think a bomb would manage to damage this, but that's good. So I'll open it up. Now bear in mind that I did have this pick set. I bought this probably 2 or 3 years ago now. So what we get for £1, we get this plastic training lock. Now these usually aren't very good, usually very easy to pick. Mine didn't actually come in a plastic box, which is nice. So try the keys, and it works. Of course it does. Nice bitting actually. They usually aren't that nice. Bit sticky, but it works, and you can't really complain for £1. Now the pick case, it seems to be made out of a different material from my last one, which was made out of some sort of fake leather. But I like this new material. It's tough. It feels very sturdy. It's really strong. So I'm happy with that. Wow, that zip is a lot easier to open than the zip in my last case was. And there we have it, the new Klom pick set. So right away we have our tension wrenches in a plastic bag. You may as well take those out. and see what we get. We get the Z tension bar, which is probably the most useful tension wrench I've ever used. A thick wire, not wire, but a thick tension wrench, which by the way is quite good for top of the keyway if you trim it down a bit. 2 wire tension wrenches. I think mine may only have come with 1, and they certainly weren't different lengths, so that's good, sort of upgraded it. And twisted tension wrench, which has quite a rough finish down here. But yeah, a bit rough there, but never mind. We've got the picks here, and you can see that the pick case really isn't big enough. So we're going to have a look at what we get in this layer here, and then we're going to put these aside just so that we can see more clearly. Now this one is actually bent. You can see the prong here is bent. It should be further over there. So already a bit of quality control problems there. We've got our half diamond, or makeshift dimple pick if you like. What hook have we got here? Oh, Klom number 1. Nice, it's like a Euro hook. These are all wafer lock picks here, which I have more recently been using. A dimple rake maybe a wafer lock rake, I don't really know. But I'm going to take all these out, put those aside. It smells so nice. And I really like the handles on these Klom picks, they're very, very nice handles. So in the front row, we have our snowman, sorry, I should be zooming in. Our snowman, dimple rake, a wafer lock pick, maybe? Let's see if it's easier to see. No. Perhaps. I do have an overhead light on, by the way, now. It's tied onto my curtain rail. It's a bit of a temporary measure, but I thought I'd try it out. I think the exposure is a bit high, I'm sorry about that. But we have a lot of hooks here, plenty of hooks. I'm pleased to see that. And this one here, just too thin to be of any use. So I put that aside. The finish is a bit bubbly. It is a bit bubbly. You can see it's a bit bubbly, but I think it's not too bad for Chinese picks. We have a lot of dimple flags, which is nice. I actually need to use those on my multi-lock. We've got one sort of S rake there, snake rake, and don't know what you call that, maybe a snake. Our deforest diamond and city rake, and one of the most useful picks, the half snowman for wafer locks. And yeah, there's plenty of rakes. I think these are just all shoved in here randomly, but there is a good assortment and plenty of hooks, which I like. I don't like sets with too many rakes because I'm not a raker, but we get a lot of picks. The handles are very nice. Let me give you a close-up of these. And the rubber is just, I think it's molded onto these, because I've once tried to remove the rubber and it just doesn't come off. So it's very solid, very little flex in the handle. Sorry, zoom out further. And yeah, quite comfortable to hold. Nice in the hand, and I definitely like these rubber handles. They look a bit uncomfortable because they're square, but they aren't really. They're nice to hold, and I would definitely buy single picks from Klom if they sold single picks. So I really like the handles, and I like the selection of hooks that you get. Good assortment. So I'll put those aside, and I guess we'd better pick the plastic practice lock. These are usually pretty easy to pick, but I'm not going to say too much too soon. This one here looks like a nice if I can take it out. Klom number 4. I remember that one from my old pick set. And, ooh, this is getting really hung up in there. And there we go. So very easy to pick, as I thought. But great for showing people how locks work. Really brilliant if you want to see the mechanism of how locks work and maybe how bypass tools work. I don't know if this lock would work with bypass tools, I'm not sure. But this set definitely gives, I'm quite happy with it. I can't complain for £1. I would not pay full price for it though. For full price you could buy, for £30 you could buy 3 Scythord Max picks. And they Scythord replace them for free if they break. So I'd say that's maybe a better deal. But if you're sort of maybe a beginner, or you've had your first pick set and you want to move on and get some more picks, then this might be a good set for you. Now, also I've noticed that with the thin material up here, just where the zip is attached, the picks can tend to poke right through it, and you can see there, it's just like butter. I managed to stick that hook right through there. So, you know, if you're traveling around with these a lot, you may want to get a better case. Note that these hooks are pretty long. I never have a tape measure, but they're about 13.5 inches long, as you can see. Sorry, no, 5.5 inches long I meant to say there, sorry about that. And the tips, well, vary, they do vary, but maybe about 1.5 inches worth of tip. But I've been using these for basically the whole length of time I've had my YouTube channel, and they've worked fine, apart from dimple locks where I use my Scythord dimple pick. But I'm quite happy with it. Can't complain for the price, and it's probably the best bargain I've ever come across in my whole life. I'll no doubt put my hooks into one pick case and my wafer lock picks into another. But that's just me. That's my personal preference. But anyway, there's my bargain. I'm sorry I'm not going to do a giveaway. If I had been fast enough I could have bought 2 of these sets, but I'm sorry I wasn't fast enough, and yeah, so sorry guys. That was a bit of a fail for me, but I'm happy with these picks. I mean, quality, as I said, is not brilliant, especially I'm not too happy with these. You can see these are actually 2 layers, so double thickness. There's a few of these that are like that. So for the Klom 32 piece pick set, I definitely give it a thumbs up. Good variety, not brilliant quality, no, and quite a steep price if you're buying it full price. If you are going to buy this, then I would recommend having a look at the more recent version with a that comes in a plastic case, which does have enough space for all the picks and extra space for your tension wrenches. But that's all for me. This was almost a journey into the past. I can remember opening this pick case for the first time and how excited I was. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video, and as always, I'll see you in my next video.